Going live. Maybe it's working? I'm live, it says. Okay, you might be in the past for me, so I don't know what's going on. Hey, everybody. Hello. Let me know what the volume's like. You should be able to see roughly what's on screen. I might need to move myself around. Now would be a good time to insert ads, YouTube says. Jesus Christ. We started like 5 seconds ago, and YouTube's like, bruh, put in some ads. No, I'm not putting in any ads. Oh, crap. We're going to put in an ad. Where's the thing? If you go to my website, dndshorts.com, it's links in the bloop down below, and you use the code BUSTED at checkout, you'll get 10% off everything. That's any merch, that's any magazines, you get all of that stuff for free. Music is kind of loud. No worries. Try that. Is that better? Okay, yeah, you get 10% off all this stuff with code BUSTED. 10% off everything. This is only available for a few more days. It closes after Black Friday, or like Cyber Monday. So if you want to get some, now's the time. Thanks, Tommy, for dropping that. It's in the pinned comment as well. And let me know how the thing's going, and then I just need to work out how to set up a poll. How do I set up a poll? Anyone know? Engage with your audience, start a poll. Okay, what busted build do we start with? I'm going to be looking over here a lot. I'm warning you guys this stream. I'm not going to be engaging with you. I'm going to be, well, I am. I'm going to be looking at you guys. You guys are over here for me. So, what build do we start with? Wait, yes, no. Add option. Oh, monk, fighter, barbarian, or ranger, whatever. Let's see what people want. Okay, and that's good. And then I'll just generally answer any questions. There is not any shorts in the D&D Shorts merch store. You'll see this. If I go to it now, there's no shorts. There's hats, there's t-shirts, there's the hoodie, all sustainably made, all recycled materials. I'm really proud of that. But there isn't any shorts because it's winter, and I wanted to make things that I would wear, and I would not be wearing shorts for a long time. I might make shorts one day as like just a giga meme, like a big brain meme, but it'll be when the time comes. How's the poll looking? Wow, monk is slaying. Okay. Well, that's fine. I know how to make a good monk. I'm actually doing this stream tonight because I expected the 1D&D playtest to be out. 1D&D playtest. Oh my god, I can't type. Playtest. I expected it to be, I expected it to drop today, but it hasn't. So I don't know what's going on. They definitely should be dropping soon, but it's not dropped yet, so fuck knows, right? How's everyone doing anyway? Just drop me any questions you want. Whoa, Van Twinblade, congratulations, happy birthday. Just under 8 hours. Just under 8 hours. So you must be a bit in the past for me. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. I can tell from my analytics that all of you are exactly 27 years old. That's how the analytics work, right? Okay, nice, yeah. Volume is sounding good. Which is pretty dope. Please play Kratos. I can't make Kratos, because I haven't played God of War Ragnarok yet, and I don't want people to come in thinking I have and give spoilers. But I can tell you what Kratos would be. They would be a Berserker Barbarian with the tough feat. Maybe some kind of divine. They could make him a Storm Barbarian as well, actually, with the fire things. Important question. How are you? Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm really happy. It's a good day. That sounded so sarcastic. You can't say that stuff without it sounding sarcastic on the internet. Yeah, I'm doing awesome. I've had a lovely day. Just hanging out. How do you make convincing villains people will care about? Ethan Davis says. Well, a good villain should have, if you want a good villain, it's got to be real, right? It's got to feel like something a normal person would do. I think a lot of DMs get a bit too into the idea of having their villain like be super twisted and throwing players for a loop and kind of introducing new stuff all the time. And that's fine. You can do that. You can have a villain that has like a big twist. And it's like, it turns out the villain was doing this all along. But if you want your players to really care, if that's what you're going for, someone to really care about the villain, then you probably want to introduce them with a degree of sympathy and not necessarily have them just be doing evil stuff all the time, but give them a genuine grievance, and give them some personality quirks that you enjoy, that you can explore, that they're not just all evil, I guess. That's the basic, how do you make a good evil character? You make them real. But personally, I don't do that, because I like my villains to be more silly. I play D&D like very fun first, so my villains tend to be crazy. Don't worry, we'll do Nautius Maximus. Thanks so much for the super chat. We will do wizards later, potentially. Maybe a blade singer or something. But where was I? Yeah, I make my villains tend to be much more like super charismatic, super crazy, bombastic, because I really use them for the players to jump off. So I usually make the players the center of my story, not necessarily the villains. So I'm very happy to just go funny with my villains rather than super intense. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any questions, but I'm gonna miss questions. There's no way. Okay, we're doing a monk. That's fine. End poll. We're doing the monks first. All right. So yeah, remember to use the code BUSTED. I've already turned off the thing. I'm such a bad capitalist. D&D shorts. Remember to go here. Get your discount 10% off. Okay. Right. With code BUSTED at checkout. Dwarf monk. Good, I need a new character. Oh man, you died? That sucks. Unless you like that. Some people love dying. I do not like dying in D&D personally. I get way too invested in my characters. The first time one of my characters died, I didn't sleep that night. I was so messed up. It felt like genuine grief. Like I was in a state of shock. I missed your super chat, BK Dan. What did you say? I'm sorry. Damn, nice, bro. You remember when D&D was new? I'd love to try like early D&D just to see what it's like. I think that would be awesome. But I've never played it. I've never played any D&D apart from 5th edition. I'm sure it's awesome though. Thanks for letting me know. Sorry if I miss anyone's SC. Notify me. I'll make sure I talk to y'all. Okay, right, first things first. If we're gonna build a busted character, we need to make sure that we'll turn off homebrew content. We'll turn off Magic the Gathering. You want to make sure that you can customize your origin and you've got optional class features. Those are like the two most important things. Because these optional class features from Tasha's do a lot to save bad classes. So we kind of need to make sure we got those. Make sure, yep, good shout. Damn, you see, you guys are so smart. That's probably better, right? That's probably better. Okay, good. I think that's better. Now you guys can hopefully see what I'm doing. But yeah, you want to make sure that optional class features are on and customize your origin is on. It's so nice to see people. Where's everyone from, by the way? I'm guessing most of y'all are in America. But welcome from anywhere in the world. There we go. Okay, so once those things are on, bam, bam, bam. We're on D&D Beyond, by the way, but you can do this on anything. You don't need to pay for this stuff. Change race. I was a Warforged last time. This is actually really easy. There is one. Wait, change race. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. There is one race that if you're serious about like max power monk, any race can work, right? But if you're serious about max power, you've got to go with the Mountain Dwarf. I'll tell you that for free. Because Mountain Dwarves get two really important things. First of all, they get 2+2 ability scores. So most races you get like, 3. You get a +1 here and a +2 somewhere else, or you get 3 +1s. Mountain Dwarves get 2 +2s. Nauticus is from Kentucky. Nice. The only thing I know about Kentucky is it's where KFC comes from. Because I'm from England and nothing exists here. And I don't even eat KFC because I'm vegetarian. But I gather that it's nice. It's like Central America, right? It's like, or is it not Central America, obviously, like Central USA. Italy, Norway, Germany, Washington State, Greece. Man, people from all over. This is dope. I feel like D&D is small in, I feel like D&D is small in the UK compared to other countries. I'm not sure if that's true, but I feel like it is. So we're going to turn on ability score increase, origin proficiencies. So, yeah, this is really important. So, monks get, monks, you need high dexterity and high wisdom. And by giving the mountain dwarf, by using the mountain dwarf, you can basically get both of those with +2. So that's really big. Origin languages are fine. Replace origin ability score and origin proficiencies. Boom. Okay, so that's basically saying all this stuff at origin we can swap out, which is kind of what the 1D&D rules are letting you do anyway, but you can do that now. You can do that now with everywhere. D&D is growing fast. I hope so, Ivo. I hope it's growing. We'll see. 408 viewers. Damn, that's crazy. 408 viewers. I need to do the thing where I say 408 viewers, only 105 likes. What are you guys doing? I want to break the algorithm. Can we please get 20 billion likes in the next 20 minutes? Come on. Yo, let's see 20 billion likes. Let's get this to 20 billion. Let's take over, I don't know what the highest video on YouTube is. Maybe like Gangnam Style? Let's make this the next Gangnam Style. Can you all see what I'm doing here, by the way? Yeah, you can. Good. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm putting a +2 in dexterity and wisdom, because these are going to be our two, like, meaty stats as a monk. Any place I can get the books for cheap or free? Well, you can play D&D for free. The SRD, it's called the System Reference Document. That's free. So just Google that. Roll for persuasion on likes. I need to make sure I'm not missing anything. What color is the sky in your world? In my world, I keep the sky blue. I'm a big fan of the blue sky. But no, seriously, that's a good question. I think that's cool. But no, I keep the sky blue. I like a fantasy world that feels like Earth Plus. So I might throw in a couple of extra moons, but I'm not usually gonna screw around with the make the sky black or anything like that. But that'd be pretty cool. Basically, but if you want to start playing D&D, it's a free game to learn because the basic rules are free online. You can literally download them. So I'd just start there. There's no need to buy anything until you're sure you want to play. Don't go dropping 200. Well, I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't say this. Wizards of the Coast want you to get really excited right away, spend £500, and then give up 2 weeks later. Don't do that. Start playing for free, and if you like the game, then you can start buying bits and bobs and maybe get one book. But if you want the real truth, in my opinion, the best D&D content is homebrew these days. It's better tested and it's better created. I need lawful evil hats in merch. Yeah, I've got this. This is the chaotic. This is the lawful good beanie. I've got a chaotic evil beanie somewhere you can get if you want beanies. I'm making sure I'm not missing anything. Someone wants to know how they can optimize a paladin rogue. They're pretty hard to put together because they care about different stats. But I would say a dex-based paladin is interesting. I'd look at maxing out dexterity, possibly trying to find some kind of advantage generation tactic, going with elven accuracy and just trying to crit. Just trying to crit and smite and sneak attack. I think that's how I do it. There's a new feat actually coming out in the new book. I saw a leak. There's like a feat which is, it gives you advantage multiple times a day on weapon attacks. I'll talk about that in an upcoming video. That looked pretty dope. I'd probably do something like that. Okay, important question. We need to make sure that we get the longsword. All good monks need to have proficiency with longswords. This is important for later. It's that Mickey Mouse meme. It's a useful skill that'll help us later. And of course, we need bagpipes, proficiency, and where is Oh my god, where are they? Jeweler's tools. Where's the glass blowing proficiency? G, 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 A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Am I? Oh man, you can't get it? Man, we can't get glass blowers. That's a shame. Okay, we'll have to go with Mason's tools, I guess. But the one you really want is a longsword. All good monks need a longsword, and this is going to take forever if I don't speed up, so... And we'll give... Oh, yeah, disguise kit. This is actually good advice. No matter what your build, grab the disguise kit. It's so good. It's, like, just in terms of, rocking a, just random tools, if you don't know what to get, the disguise kit is, like, the best one, I think. It just comes up so much more often than anything else. Simple weapon or tool. But, like, the really important one for a monk, you need the longsword proficiency. If you're going for, like, optimized. Obviously, if you're not going for optimized, you get what the hell you want. And we'll get some, we'll give them a water vehicles proficiency, because that's pretty mean. I guess also maybe a hand crossbow could theoretically come in useful, but honestly, I don't think it will with this build that I've got in mind. And a whip. If you want a good whip build, there was like a bunch of, there was a new subclass we made on Patreon for the DM's secret weapon with a ranger that uses a whip. It was like Indiana Jones inspired. That's how you use a whip. I don't think it's really possible to use a whip well with the base rules though. Oh, whoa! FTG Vader with a $5 tip. Keep up the great content. Thanks so much. I'll try. I just make content that I like, and then put it out there, and it's got a bit crazy. Oh, it's got a bit away from me in terms of like how many people see it now. But my rule is just make stuff that I would watch. So I'll keep doing that, and hopefully y'all will keep liking it. Teddy G says, starting a new campaign, and I was wondering if I should start as a fighter or ranger initially, going for a dex build, obviously. Man, they're both awesome. Fighter or ranger? I think I prefer rangers, because I really, really like being able to cast spells. That's just me, personally. I kind of like, I need a bit of spellcasting in my D&D, because although I really like barbarians, and my first character was barbarian, I need that juice to help with the roleplay. A little bit of magic goes such a long way. It's really cool. But that's just, my personal opinion. Okay. Looks like I was building a blade singer earlier. Boom. We'll start with abilities, actually, because that makes more sense. Okay, so if we're a monk, you want to go with point buy. Obviously, if you roll stats, these can be different, right? So I'm going to assume that you're using point buy, so everyone's the same. And I'm going to tell you right now, as a monk, you do not have the luxury of being smart, attractive, or strong. You're dumping everything, okay? In fact, I'll put a 10 in charisma. You're a monk, you literally, you can't, like I say, you're going to be stupid, you're going to be weak, and you're going to be ugly, okay? Because that's what you have to do just to make the monks work. Just like me in real life, basically. And in exchange, you get a 15 in dexterity, a 15 in wisdom, and a 14 in constitution. Monks only get a D8 hit dice, so your con is always going to be a bit of a weak spot. Personally, I think they should get a D10. Maybe even a D12. But they get a D8, so we're going to rely on some feats later on to bump our constitution. And that'll leave you with 2 points to put anywhere. You can put these into anything, but I like roleplay a lot in my games, so I never like to have my charisma score lower than a 10, which is kind of fun. But here we go. So that's what this. Okay, yeah. So it even shows us, right? So if we've done this correctly, which we have, we should be starting the game before level 1 with a 17 in wisdom and a 17 in dexterity, which is 2 plus 3s. That's pretty good. Now let's go back. Monk. Boom. Okay, so first things first. Optional feature manager. Turn all of these on. You need them all. Okay, good. Cool. Class features. So you start with a D8 hit dice, 8 plus your constitution modifier. What I think we'll do is we'll flip back and forth between what our character's looking like at different levels. And that'll work kind of fine. How would I... Oh my god, there's so many questions. How does HP scale with leveling? It depends. It's up to your DM. I personally just take the average, round it up. So, if you're taking levels exclusively in Monk, I would give them like 5 hit points every level plus their Constitution. But some DMs let you roll for it. I know Critical Role, they do roll for their hit point increases, which means you can level up and only get like 2 hit points, or you can level up and get 14. So it adds more chaos, which can be fun. But having few hit points is such a huge nerf to some builds that I'd take the average. And of course, if you're running a really challenging campaign, you could take the maximum. You could say everyone just gets max hit points. So every level up, you get 6 more hit points if you're a wizard. No matter, there's no rolling. That also works. As long as everyone's equal, it doesn't matter. You just adjust your monsters. Proficiencies, monk skills. Okay, let's have a look at this. We're definitely going to want acrobatics. We're definitely going to want... Insight's probably the second best skill in the game. Oh, wait, here we go. Glassblower's tools. Finally. Okay. We got the Glassblower's tools. That's really important. And I don't need to explain why. I know that you understand why. Okay. So this is why monks want high wisdom and high dex, right? You've got unarmored defense, where your AC is equal to 10 plus dex plus wisdom. So at level 1, our AC is 16. Which is pretty good. It's not as good as like maybe a Tortle start with 17, but most fighters and barbarians, they're probably not starting with much higher than 16, so you're doing pretty good. And martial arts, obviously, at first level, blah blah blah. Basically, you can use your dexterity instead of strength for attack and damage rolls. You can roll a d4, so you're using a d4 for your damage dice, which is pretty low, but it does go up over time. That's fine, just checking something. And when you use the attack action, you can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action if you make an unarmed strike or use a monk weapon. And that's why we've got the longsword, because later on, we get a feature where we can turn that longsword into a monk weapon. Okay. Boom. And here's our stats. We'll go to description. Custom background. Yes. I don't have the book on here, but the best background for Monk is actually Wild Spacer. So I customized this. Just to say, look, we've got the Wild Spacer, and I would take Survival. I probably wouldn't take Survival out. What is the Wild Spacer background? I can't even remember. I can't remember what abilities you get off the Wild Spacer. But probably Monk can do better than Survival and Athletics. It says... no, it's just Athletics and Survival. Okay, I mean, Athletics and Survival, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. The important thing is, though, you want the tough feat from your background. So that's why we take Wild Spacer. We've got the tough feat. That's going to bump us up a bit. Equipment, I'm just going to... Is there a way to clear all of this easily? I don't think there is. So, I should have done this beforehand, shouldn't I? But whatever. Ah, nice. Cool. Okay. Boom. So this is what your character's looking like at level 1. 12 hit points, thanks to the tough feat. Wait. Is tough feat even on? Man, it's been a long time since I've screwed around on... Yeah, tough. Okay, yeah. So 12 hit points at level 1 is pretty decent, I think. That's like on par with fighters and stuff. And oh, Ryan Nowicki with D&D plot idea. Okay, D&D plot idea. Here we go. Intelligent Ring stalks the party by controlling its holder, and hides... Wait. Isn't this just Lord of the Rings? And hides by making its holder pass it off to other NPCs, including animals. Right. Oh, okay, so there's an intelligent ring which is dangerous, and it's controlling someone, like an NPC, and it forces the NPC to kind of pass the ring around, always getting closer to the party. That sounds really cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that'd be wicked. The only thing about stuff like that is you need to explain... Okay, I'm getting rid of this stupid fucking thing. Boom, you're gone. Nope, wait. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Ah, damn. There we go. Cool. Again, like I say, I fail at capitalism. I'm not worrying about advertising. I'm worrying about having fun. But remember to go to the dndshorts.com and get the free stuff. 10% discount. Okay, back we go. Quarterstaff is a D6, yeah, so Quarterstaff's probably your best option for a weapon at this point. But anyway, 12 hit points, blah, 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 blah. You're a monk. You're going to be doing monk things. You're going to be running in. Custom skills, here we go. Oh, wait. Whatever, we don't need to worry about that. You're going to be running in, you're going to be hitting people with the Quarterstaff, and then you're going to be hitting them again with martial arts. At this level, you're probably as good as anyone else. Everyone's weak at level 1, so you're doing fine. Let's go back to manage character and levels. This is where it gets hype. We'll go up to level 4. Remember to ask me any questions, by the way. I got 2 17s by putting 15 in Dex and 15 in Wisdom, and then I'm a Mountain Dwarf, which gives you 2 plus 2s. And that's why the Kawaii, and that's why the Mountain Dwarf is the best race in the game. And that's true, actually. Oh, don't worry about it. Thanks, Ivo, but I'm fine. Okay. Now, let me remember how I do this. Level. Okay, we'll put them up to level 4. We'll take it in, like, groups of 4. Key is the big second level feature. So at second level, you can do Flurry of Blows, Patience Defense, and Step of the Wind. Mostly the one you're going to be wanting to do is Flurry of Blows. It's just extra damage. It's 2 attacks as a bonus action, but you do only get 2 key points. So you can't do it too often at this point, but we'll deal with that in a second. Unarmored movement is great for us because our movement speed was only 25 because we're a dwarf. It's now 35, which means we're now faster than everyone else, not slower. So we were only disadvantaged for 1 level, which is pretty dope. Key fueled at... Wait. Dedicated weapon. Here we go. This is the important one. This is the optional feature that monks needed to make them viable again. You choose a weapon that you're proficient with, which for us is the longsword. It lacks the heavy and special properties. That's why it can't be like a great sword or something. And we're going to wield that with 2 hands, which deals a D10. So let me just... Oh, whoa. Let me just... I'll do it later. Fuck it. We'll add that in a second. So we've got this D10 weapon. That's what I'm trying to explain. This is harder than I thought. Damn. You've got a D10 weapon as your main weapon now, which is a lot better than the monk's normal D4. So that's why we do this. That's a whole part of being a mountain dwarf is you get that weapon proficiency. So you can hit with a D10, and then you Flurry of Blows and hit with 2d4. So that's 1d10 plus 2d4 plus 9 damage every turn. That's pretty good. And then at 3rd level, you've got your Monastic Tradition. You can kind of... There's only a few of these that are actually bad. The Kensei used to be good, but it's now bad because of this feature they introduced. This dedicated weapon feature. It basically gives every monk the Kensei feature. It's still okay. My favorite is the Mercy Monk, so we'll go with that. Boom. We're building a monk for anyone who's just arrived. Way of Mercy. Okay, so let's talk about the Mercy features. Deflect missiles is okay. If your DM is good, they will throw things at you a lot. So, ask them to do that. Ask your DM to... Well, I mean, you don't need to ask them, I suppose, but, like, DMs out there, if your player... I think there's an expression, right? It's like, sometimes you gotta shoot the monk. Make sure that you'll give your players opportunities to use their features, because a lot of players, they play monks, and they never get to deflect a missile, because they're like... It just never happens. So... They never get shot. So make sure, DMs, you are throwing challenges your players' way that let them use their abilities. Because deflecting missile is awesome. But yeah. But this is the important thing. Actually, you know what? Yeah, fine. We'll put it up to a poll. Put up to a poll. What monk? How many options do we have here? Mercy Monk, I guess Open Hand, Dragon. Yeah, we'll go with whichever one you guys think you want to see the most. Personally, I think Mercy is best, but all of these are good. and I'll just answer some questions. But if you do flurry of blows, you don't use both hands for the sword, right? Yeah, this is a common misconception, but an unarmed strike does not need to use your hands for a start. Your DM might rule that you need one hand free, but monks can kick, headbutt, all of that stuff, I believe counts as an unarmed strike. And I believe the intent is that it does too. So you can still unarmed strike even if you've got two hands on a weapon. But much more importantly, if you've got a weapon that you wield with two hands, you can still hold it in one hand when you're not attacking with it. So if you've got a long sword, you can do a two-handed attack as part of your attack action, and then you can take your hand off, and that's allowed. Like, there is a rule that says you only need to hold the weapon in two hands while you're attacking with it. So you can't hold a shield and a longsword and then, like, use both hands on the longsword because you'd have to drop the shield, but you can hold a longsword with two hands, attack with it, and then cast a spell as a bonus action using your now free other hand for the somatic components. That's totally allowed. So that's important thing to remember. Looks like Astral Self is just about winning, but we'll give it a couple of minutes. Yeah, you're right. We need more likes. 577 viewers, only 353 likes, you guys. Embarrassing. Oh, I don't care for this whole... The thing about YouTube, man, is... It's weird how much stuff like that matters, right? You'd be like, what difference does clicking the button actually make? But YouTube makes it matter a lot. And that's odd to me. I've always thought that was weird, that... I mean, I can understand... I'd say disliking would matter more, but apparently dislikes don't do anything. The only thing disliking does is stop you getting recommended that content again. But liking apparently was really powerful, so... Sorry, I'm tired. Can you smite with unarmed strikes? You should be able to by the rules as written, but there's a special rule that says you can't. So if you read the rule book, you'd be like, obviously you can smite with unarmed strikes because they count as weapon attacks. And the Divine Smite says when you make a weapon attack, but there's a special rule that specifically says you can't smite with unarmed strikes. As a DM, I would allow it though, because why not? I think it's funny to punch someone in the face and channel the Lord. Okay, Astral Self it is. You guys like the Astral Self? Fine. It's a good subclass. Let's have a look what we get. So, the only thing I don't like about the Astral Self is it costs key points, and you're already low on key points, and it costs a bonus action, and you want to be using your bonus action to Flurry of Blows, but you get some cool stuff. So, as a bonus action, you can spend one key point to summon the arms of your Astral Self. When you do, each creature of your choice you can see within 10 feet must succeed a dexterity saving throw, or take force damage equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts dice. So, when you do this, you blow up, you get your arms, your Dr. Octopus arms, and it's 2d4 to everyone around you who fails a dex save. So, kind of nice. The good thing about this is it lasts for 10 minutes. I think that's the easy thing to forget. Yeah, Norticus says it was Nautius says it was a flavor decision by Crawford to limit the Paladin strike. Yeah, I don't agree with it. Personally, I don't like it when flavor is dictated to the players. I think the players should be allowed to make their own flavor. So as a DM, I would allow a Paladin to smite with their unarmed strikes. 100%. Admiral Momo says, do you prefer doing shorts or full-length videos? Full-length videos, for sure. Shorts are fun, but that's like, shorts are fun. I don't think about shorts too hard. I'm exploring the game, I'm having fun, it's how I relax, and then I make a short about something that's cool. Whereas longer videos, I have time to kind of sit down, mong out with some good music and edit them together and really say some, like, get deep into some cool stuff. So longer videos are way better. But shorts are easier to consume, so other people like them, right? Because you can be on the toilet, just, you know, oh man, this shit's taking a while, let's throw on a couple of shorts, boom, you're done. Whereas you can't really sit down with a long video. Oh, I'm getting notified, is something wrong? So I'm turning down the music. Here it is. Boom. Thanks, y'all. Sorry, just let me know if there's any volume issues, anyone. Is that better? I do like doing shorts. It's just that that longer videos are better. They're just more fun. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I'll make a poll. Like, legit. Actually, I'm curious about that. I'm genuinely interested in that. I like doing longer videos because there's more room to mess around. Where is my Astral Monk Echo Knight JoJo's build? I'm watching JoJo right now. I'm up to season 2. So I thought they had everyone's telling me about these stands. They're always like, oh, this is just like that stand in that show. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, they'll comment that under my video. They'll say, this is just like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure thing. I don't know what that means, but I'm watching it and there's no stands at all. So I don't know what everyone's talking about. I've got like no idea what they like. I don't know when the stands come in. Someone tell me when stands come into JoJo. I might skip ahead to that part, but I'm enjoying it. It's pretty good. It's like goofy as hell. It started off kind of serious, and I was like, oh, this is a bit like edgy, but it very quickly just went like stupid, and I like it a lot more when it's stupid. I don't really watch much anime, but the anime that I do like is stupid. Like stupid anime. I like Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, and stuff like when I was a kid, and it was just ridiculous. Why is my name D&D Shorts? Because I thought about it for 5 seconds when I made a TikTok account. I make short videos about D&D Shorts, and then TikTok exploded overnight. I didn't have a chance. I was chatting with Offbeat Outlaw about this it might even have been last year. It was like early days, and he was like, dude, you gotta change your name. Because no one remembers, like, there's no brand to D&D Shorts. He knows what he's talking about. Like, he's a huge TikTok guy, and huge on YouTube as well, and a lovely person. And he was like, you're gonna be hurt because your channel is called D&D Shorts, but that's not you. You want to call it like what your name is. But it was too late. I was already at like 100,000 TikTok followers by the time I kind of realized it was a potentially not the best name. But I like it now. I've gotten more used to it. Yugi build soon. You can make a Yugi build. If you watch my recent video on underrated uncommon items, it didn't do that well, but it's a great video. There's like a Yu-Gi-Oh item in that. You can totally do Yu-Gi-Oh and D&D with that item. Anyway, point is, going back to the monk, bam, wisdom modifier wisdom modifier in place of strength modifier when making strength checks and strength saves. That's going to come up sometimes, especially if you want to grapple. You can use the spectral arms to make unarmed strikes, and when you make an unarmed strike with the arms on your turn, your reach for it is 5 feet greater than normal. And of course, you can use your wisdom modifier in place of strength. So the power of the astral arms is really that you can stay at range. So if we're actually doing this build, chat, if you're serious, I might be inclined to say that this longsword is not as important, because you'd probably rather not get within 5 feet of your enemy. But so the longsword's extra damage, but it might be better to stay further away and do a little less damage, but never provoke opportunity attacks. Anyway. Boom. And then ability score 4. We're going to start with buff to Dex and buff to Wisdom. And I think at around level 4, this is DM advice as well. But about level 4, you're probably picking up your first kind of uncommon item. And I think, is it the Dragonhide belt or something? Yeah, it is. Nice. I think at this level, you want to be getting your Dragonhide belt. Which is like the monk item. Did I miss a super chat? Wait. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Add item. So that's going to increase our saving throw DC of key features, which is going to make our like explosive arm appearance dexterity check harder for enemies to pass. And more importantly, next level, it's going to make our key points, it's going to make our stunning strikes harder to pass. So let's look at level 4, you'll be looking like this. 39 hit points, 18 wisdom, 18 dexterity, 18 AC. And, you know, I like people say monks are weak. Are you kidding me? Like, look at this, right? You've got 18. All of this stuff's 18. Let's add equip this. Add equipment. We've got our long sword, right? Oh, you've got to... This is the problem with D&D Beyond. You can never just do stuff. Boop. So, at this level, this is how it looks, right? You're going to run in with your faster movement speed, 18 AC. You hit for 1d10 plus 4. Then you, you do the thing, what's it called? Flurry of blows. You hit for another 2d4 plus 4 each. And, if you ever run low on key points, you can use an action to regain key points equal to all of your martial arts die. So you're regaining an average of 2 to 3. So this is really important. Getting more ki is really important, especially if your DM's the type who doesn't give you a lot of short rests. But yeah, I mean, look at this. I think this is very good. Like, 39 hit points is not a joke. This is really tanky. And like, we've only put a 2 in, like, we've only got 14 in con, and we've got great dex, great wisdom, which are the 2 big saving throws, by the way. Although we'll get to saving throws in a bit. CC says, how do you get longsword proficiency? We got it by being a mountain dwarf. So that's why mountain dwarves are so important. 39 HP is low for a level 4 martial. It's not low. That's good. You're forgetting that we've got the tough feat. If you think of like a fighter with like a 14 in con would get 10 plus 4 plus 2 is 12. At level 1 they're at 12. And then level 2, they're getting, like, an average of, like, 6 a turn. So 12 plus, like, 18. So, yeah, your average is maybe... Yeah, we're above average. We're above par. This is about as good as a pretty optimized fighter's HP would be. 39 HP. For level 4, you guys! People going crazy in chat. 40 HP is good at level 4. Seriously, for reals. I'm not memeing. I'm not, like... Maxim, yeah, you're right. Glassbow's proficiencies are important. Yes. Strength saves hasn't updated. You're right. We should get, that's weird. That's a D&D Beyond problem, I think. Anyway, we're looking pretty good. Let's go back and keep managing. No, we got the tough feat by using the wild spacer background. But any background gets it now if you use the 1D&D rules. So, the tough feat is important too, though. 18 AC is lower than most martials. At level 4, I don't think so. A barbarian at level 4, if you're going for unarmored defense, at best is going to have 18. And if you have 18, you're dropping wisdom. Strength. Rangers have 18 because they're medium armor plus 2. Rogues, 18. No, 18 is good. Seriously. People are determined to be like, this is bad. I promise this isn't bad. Like, unless your DM is giving your fighter full plate and a shield at level 4, which they could do, that's 20. But it's that you're only 2 less than a fighter, and that's the fighter's whole thing. Anyway, slow fall is obviously good. Boom. Let's keep going. Let's go up to level 8. Focused aim. This is okay. I personally don't like using my key points on making myself hit, but it's fine. Extra attack is obviously huge. We'll come back to this in a second, but extra attack is massive with the longsword. Stunning strike's obviously great. I'm sure you guys know what this does, but just in case you don't, when you hit someone, you can spend 1 key point to attempt to stun them, and they need to make a con save or be stunned until the end of your next turn. And if your fighting like a normal enemy, just stunning them once is going to be the end of the game for them. They're going to die because it's such a debilitating condition. They miss an entire turn, and all attack rolls against them have advantage, so it's just crazy. But yeah. Anyway, obviously faster unarmored movement's fine. Here we go. Visage of the Astral Self, or Visage. You can summon a Visage of your Astral Self as a bonus action, or as a part of the bonus action you take to activate the arms of your Astral Self. You can spend 1 key point to summon this for 10 minutes. It covers your face like a helmet or mask, and you determine its appearance. So it's already badass, right? You can get like a Power Ranger mask, or maybe like a Hawkman kind of thing. Okay, so you can see in darkness up to a distance of 120 feet. That's pretty dope, actually. I could definitely see this comboing great in a party that uses darkness. MC Eva, thanks so much for the super chat. Love monks, love your content, enjoying the stream. Thanks, man. I'm enjoying the stream too. I need to do this more, but I just like to hang out. I'm usually working too hard to stream. I got some water here. And then you get advantage on wisdom and charisma checks. Insight and intimidation. Insight's a legit really good check to have advantage on. You might not want to always be blowing key points just to get advantage on insight, but it lasts for 10 minutes. So if you fight someone and then interrogate them afterwards, this will probably still be going. So you'll have advantage on all your checks to see if they're lying, and all your checks to get them to tell the truth. So I think that's pretty cool. And then Word of the Spirit. When you speak, you can direct your words to a creature of your choice that you can see within 60 feet of you, making it so only that creature can hear you. Alternatively, you can amplify your voice so all creatures within 600 feet can hear you. So it's just flavor, really. It's a flavor one. I haven't played this in a while. Oh, High Ruler. Okay, I am DMing a game, and some have 39 HP, but they're level 6. This is really good for level 4. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. I guess some people... This is the thing about D&D, right? Actually, this is important. The way you play D&D might be completely different to the way I play D&D or the way someone else plays D&D. So when I say this is really good, it might be garbage compared to what you're used to, because you play at like a crazy game where your DM gives you loads of awesome stuff all the time, whereas other people play like very starved D&D where it's like raw as hell and you don't get any buffs from your DM. They're just like cutting it right down to the bone, and all these tiny advantages, they can be massive. So that's the problem. When I say something's good, I have to add the caveat that it's good if you're playing entirely by the rules. But if your DM is the type to kind of mess around with it and have some fun, that's totally fine. Yeah, the music's still going. That's totally fine, but bear in mind that your power level might climb up a bit. Looks like longer videos are slight... Oh, yeah, they're... Okay, most people prefer longer videos. I forgot about that. That's cool. That's interesting. And they're about... A lot of people think they're the same, though. Boom. Evasion's okay. This is good if your wizard likes to fireball while you're in melee combat, which is pretty fun. And Stillness of Mind is alright, but if you want my hot take, I did a video where I talked a lot about monks. I think this should be automatic at the start of your turn. Just at the start of your turn, if you're charmed or frightened, it just ends. I think that's how it should work. Using a whole action to end it, it's fair, but I think it should be better. I think monks could use that buff. If your DM was going to... If you DM or your DM's like, let's buff the monk a little bit, I think this is a great place to look into. And finally, ability score improvement. Because we are Astral Self, I'm going to bump Wisdom first. So let's have a look at what we look like at level 8. So, at level 8, we have 20 Wisdom, 19 AC, 75 hit points, a Stunning Strike DC of... Where does it say? I guess it'll be in features and traits. Oh, all the way down. Stunning Strike. Stunning Strike DC of 16. Pretty good. 16 is not trivial. Even a creature with a plus 10 is going to be failing a quarter of the time. And a plus 10 is huge. Whoa, Archibald Fence Post says happy holidays. Oh my god, yeah, American people. Happy Thanksgiving. It's today or tomorrow, right? Thanks so much, Archibald. Getting a shirt next, that's awesome. Yeah, remember people, you can get all, if you're gonna get anything, there's you can get all of this stuff 10% off. This is free. This is free. This is free. Just get the free stuff while you can. And get 10% off everything with code BUSTED in chat. It only lasts until the end of the stream though, and then it goes away forever. So I think we're looking. Yeah, let's just double check. Gotta reload every now and then just to check. Yeah. I don't know where the next one D&D drop is, you guys. I really want it to happen before December. But anyway. So, point being, at level 8, I think this is the point in the game where monks are at their weakest. But even so, at this level, we are attacking twice with the longsword for 2d10 plus 8. And then we're attacking twice again with our unarmed strikes for 2d6 plus 10. So I don't want to maths that out. 2d10 plus 8, that's 11, 19 plus 2d6 plus 10, 29 plus 7, 36. So if you hit all your attacks, you're rocking 36 average damage output, which is pretty solid considering you can be popping off stunning strikes often to get that advantage. But this is probably the point in the game where you are the weakest, is this kind of middle point where you don't have loads of key points. But if you were a Mercy Monk here, you'd be pretty strong still, because you can be poisoning people all the time as well. But we went Astral Monk, so we're more defensive. We're keeping a bit at range. You can message me directly now if anyone wants to. Point is, if you want free stuff, you don't need to put in your if you want free stuff, you don't need to put in your details. So it should be okay. But yeah, anyway. Back to the monk. We'll keep going. Manage. Where are you? Manage character and levels. Anthony Lane says, does haste give a full round of attacks or just one extra attack? It very, very specifically gives you one extra attack. It does not give you a full round. It doesn't give you another action. That would be dope, but it doesn't. Honestly, it might be broken if it did. Giving you a full extra action would be crazy, because it would mean spellcasters could use haste and then cast another spell. It'd be very ugly very quickly. You get one extra attack. Level 12, we're going to finish off dexterity. The important one at level 12 is you get this feature, Empowered Arms. On each of your turns, when you hit a target with the arms of the astral self, once on each of your turns, you can deal extra damage to the target equal to your martial arts die. So it's kind of like you get an extra attack. Kind of. So it's just extra damage. This one is okay. When you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder damage, that is a lot of damage. Like, fire damage is really common. You can use a reaction to deflect it, and it doesn't cost a key point. I reckon if this subclass was made before, they'd have made this cost key, but it's actually free now. Yeah, the magazines are digital, by the way. When you do so, the damage you take is reduced by 1d10 plus your wisdom modifier. So, not bad. Yeah, I know I fucked up. I fucked up by opening the cart. I was trying to show how to do it, but I don't think anyone can steal from me with that information. So we're good. That's a good meme, though. Not that there's anything to steal. What class would I consider a jack of all trades? Definitely the bards, because they get the jack of all trades ability. But to be honest, from here, the monk kind of builds themselves, because by the time you get to level 12, your unarmed strikes are dealing a d8, so at this point you might want to just forget the longsword and just only use the unarmed strikes, because force damage is so good, you can just be attacking people with your arms from 10 feet away. Just never get near enough someone so they can attack you. Always stay 10 feet back and just pummel away and then retreat. And just use those hit and run tactics. And, yeah. Pretty straightforward. We'll go down to level 20, just finish him off, because from here, it's all basically obvious stuff. Diamond Soul, this is really good. At 14th level, you get proficiency in all saving throws, and whenever you make a save and fail, you can spend 1 key point to re-roll it and take the second result. So every save is at advantage. And you have so many key points at this level that you can just keep going and going and going. Timeless Bodies, fine. Kind of cute that you don't need food or water. Yeah, I'll add equipment in a second, actually. Then you want the final... This is always an interesting one. Once you've rounded out all your abilities, what do you do with feats as a monk? And I think this is one of the areas where monks are a bit weaker, because they don't really get... they don't really get that many feats they can abuse. So personally, I would, like, if you're going, like, fully optimal, I would just bump Constitution. Is personally what I would do. I think. And just go as tanky as you can. But you don't have to. There are definitely some feats. Maybe if you wanted to kind of be cute, you could potentially get the Fey Touched feat. Fey Touched on Wisdom. Not that it really matters. And you could get Hex. That lets you cast Hex someone as a bonus action, and then every time you attack them, you get an extra D6. It's kind of cool, but I don't think, honestly, it's probably better just to pump everything into Constitution. I just saw Fry Minis is here. Yo, man! What's the best specific use of a pickle? Sly 'em, fry 'em, and bread 'em, in my opinion. Yeah, dude, I used to not like pickles, but I've gotten really into pickles. Now that I'm vegetarian, pickles are what add flavor to the veggie burgers, so I love pickles. Yeah, the best use for a pickle is to eat it. If you're gonna put it in any orifice, put it in your mouth. They are vinegary and painful anywhere else. I think also, let's talk monk equipment. I think here we'd definitely be looking at picking up items. Braces of defense are like the classic. Boom. That just, the monks just get these, because you're not wearing armor or a shield, it's basically how you bump your defense, so they're really handy for that. And also, what else? You get 3 attunement slots. You'd probably this would go up to a +2 at some point. A better Dragonhide belt. What's a good item for monks, you guys? I mean, when players are playing in my games, I give monks knuckle dusters. I give them knuckle dusters that like +1, +2, +3. So it's pretty good. Eldritch Claw Tattoo. Yeah, that's it. I forgot about that. This is worse on Astral Monks. But basically, your unarmed strikes get a +1 to attack rolls. That's awesome. And as a bonus action, you can increase the range to 15 feet. And they deal an extra 1d6 force damage. So it's pretty good. But we've already got that long range, so... Let's have a look at what we look like, though. Boom. Inventory. I think we've got to attune to this stuff. That's why our key points were lower. Okay. So I think a good level 20 monk is strong. You've got 55 walking speed, 220. Oh, you know, an interesting feat would be the alert feat. That would be interesting. 22 AC, 223 hit points. Ridiculous. Just look at these saving throws, man. Monks from level 14 go so hard. Yeah, Cloak of Displacement go really well. There's loads of great ones. Actions. Just these +12 to hit. You're dealing a D10 +6 plus another D6 if you'd like to do the thing. What's it called? If you want to activate the tattoo. But you don't have to activate the tattoo, but it's as good as anything else. And you've got just a wonderful... where is it? What's our Stunning Strike? DC. DC 19 at this level. So even powerful, like plus 10 to your con saves, they're still gonna be losing like half the time, right? Wing boots for flying is great. Yeah, anything that gives you a fly speed is obviously really good. A lot of the DM's secret weapon feats, a few months ago, we did like a monk theming one. They were trying to find feats to give monks, and one of them gave them a fly speed. It was really good. But yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. There's a way to export this, right? Manage. Export to PDF. I'm going to put this on the Discord in case anyone wants to look through the monk we build later. Yeah, the floating shield is probably quite good. The animated shield. I don't know how that would interact. Yeah, I think that would be fine. The animated shield's probably quite good. But yeah, I think monks... The long and short of it is monks, if you play them... If you optimize the hell out of them, they're as good as the other classes are without needing fully optimized. So, this monk is as good as your average fighter, I'd say. And if you, like, optimize the fighter is better. That's the problem monks have, is that you need to work harder to get them as good. But they're really fun, and D&D is about having fun, it's not about being strong. Which is, like, the secret of my, the success, quote-unquote, is all my content is geared towards having fun in the game, not being strong. But a lot of people seem to think I'm the optimizer guy. There's much better optimization channels. If you wanna find the actual best thing to do, you should check out like Treant Monk or D4 Deep Dive, any of those legends of the community. Doomed Paladin says, do you have a specific race class background you prefer or wish you could play? Something WotC doesn't have in the game. Oh man. Something Wizards don't have in the game? Not really. I would just make my own stuff up. It's weird that there isn't a dog race. I think that's the weird thing. There's no race that's like an animal. Like a dog. Like there's 2 different cats, right? No, there's 3 different cats, I think. There's Tabaxi, Leonin, and I feel like there's another one now. But there's no dogs for some reason, because Wizards of the Coast hate dogs, because all the dogs in Magic the Gathering are weak as well. And I want a good dog tribal deck in Magic the Gathering. They're not going to make it because they hate dogs. But I love dogs, so I don't know if I'd play a dog race personally, but I think it's weird that there isn't one. High Ruler says, oh, thanks for the super chat, High Ruler. If I post a homebrew improvement of 4 elements, would you take a quick look at it? I can publish it if I take out the fizzbandsspells.discord link. I mean, yeah, sure. Normally I do homebrew review as part of like a Patreon deal, but if anyone wants me to review their homebrew live now, put it in the Discord, and I'll do it on stream if you'd like. We can kind of go through it together and talk about what's working and what I think it could use a little help. Cats are awesome, by the way. I'm not having a go at cats. I love cats, but I also love dogs, and it's weird that we don't have a dog race. Can you all see if I do this? Someone said it was possible to like pull up comments on stream. Can you make an immortal build? Yes. There are some like Warforged live forever on their own. So there's your immortal build. Like if you just don't want to die, Warforged don't like age and they don't die of old age. I think really high level druids are the same, or they age for like 1 in 100 years or something. So it's like crazy. But the problem with like immortal builds is immortality kind of means nothing in D&D because you can just if you just come to a session and you're like, oh, by the way, my character can never die of old age, I'd be like, fine. It wouldn't bother. I don't think it's really a problem at all. I would allow anyone to do that because that's not really gonna make the game more difficult or any easier. It's not like overpowered at all. It's like a pure roleplay thing. Domi, can you drop a link to the Discord if you're there? Actually, I think I can do it. invite people. Yeah, elven druids live for, Catch you later, Fry Minis. Yeah, man, thanks. That video that we worked on should be coming out soon. I'm still waiting for a few people to, get back to me on it, but, that'll be really cool. Cringe detector. Whoa, cringe detector with the $20. Yo, you can speak as well. That's a cool emoji, but if you have anything if you want to talk about stuff, cringe detector's a goat in the Discord, by the way. Always over the Discord. Total legend. Very cool. But yeah, anyone's got any questions? Pokemon Lo-Fi. Put that on full screen. That's a nice picture. We can talk some questions for a little bit. I'm new to D&D and I'm wondering if there's an online source to find a group in my area to play with. Yes, there is. You can check out the Discord. The D&D Shorts Discord, which has just been linked in chat. Or you can go to /r. Is it LFG? Yeah, there's a subreddit called Looking for Group. Where people are like, wow, okay, blah, blah, blah. People are like 18 plus, looking for game, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, this subreddit is all for people looking for games. Reddit D&D is mostly good. There's some bad places on it that you want to kind of, well, not bad places. It's just, like, there's 226,000 people on here. Just be careful, right? Some people might try and scam you, like, but, If you want to try, if you're just genuinely looking for a group, this is a good place to find it. You'll be able to find people, and have a good time, basically. They'll play online with you, but you can also find people in the D&D Shorts Discord. Meetup's a good option as well. Oh, that's cool. Says, Nautius. Thanks, Nautius. Yeah, if anyone knows any good places. Okay, so Hyrule just dropped it in the Discord. Homebrew chat, I'm guessing. Okay. I'll just copy and paste this. Avatar of the Four Elements. So yeah, if anyone wants to, oh, okay. Your link doesn't look like your link's working, Hyruler. Sorry. I'll try it again. But you might need to make it public or something. But if anyone wants to super chat, you can super chat, and I'll go through your content now. I can't do everyone's because that's a crazy amount. Oh, the Discord of D&D Beyond's got a looking for games section too. That's awesome. Anyone else want to? Oh, wait, did the music stop? Oh, damn, I deleted it. Lol. Here we go. We might have to sit through some ads now. Design your own 3D logo. 500 watching. Look, there it is. There we go. We're back to the beginning. I don't know how long we'll stream for. We'll just stream for while we chill. Cringe detector just sends a poop emoji for $1. Weird. Hyrulicus, did you sort the elements out yet? Knowledge Cleric 8, Divination Wizard 12, Birdman build. Thoughts? Knowledge Clerics are really good. I'll have to double check. I have them on D&D Beyond, but I'm going to look at them on the D&D 5e wiki because it's just easier. So Knowledge Cleric 8. So I'm guessing you're going up to the potent spellcasting, right? So you've got the better cantrips. That's cool. Divination Wizards are just busted no matter what. By the way, just that ability to predict stuff is just huge. Like to influence rolls. Knowledge of the Ages. As an action, you can choose one skill or tool you have proficiency with it. It's okay. They're mostly good for the expertise, right? Yeah. And then read thoughts, so I'm guessing this is the good one. At 6th level, you can use your channel divinity to read a creature's thoughts. You can then use your access to the creature's mind to command it. As an action, choose one creature that you can see within 60 feet of you. Wisdom save. If they succeed, you can't use this feature on it again. Okay. If it fails, you can read its surface thoughts. Okay. So what's the what's the build trying to achieve? I don't have an extra character, unfortunately, Hyrule. I'm not sure how to do it from there. I don't have an extra thing. I'll tell you what, I'll look over it. I'll send you personal feedback if you'd like, but I don't think we can do it live because it'll take some working out. Hey, Kyle, thanks for the kind words. I'm a bit, chat's a bit behind me, so if I don't respond to you immediately, it might be that I'm going to. The link will work, but it seems you'll have to be in one of my campaigns. Maybe try, Hyrule, maybe just try screenshotting it and posting it into the Discord in, like, pictures? Have I ever considered a list of spells that are more for DMs than players? Example, Dream. Most players won't leave an enemy live and long enough to use it. Yeah, definitely. I could do that. I'm not sure. What are good ones for players, for DMs? There's a lot of ones like, I think Time Stop is a good DM spell, but not a good player spell, really. It's kind of average as a player. There are ways to make it work, but it's not nearly as good as it kind of sounds like it would be. Stopping time sounds awesome, but it's actually not that powerful. Cringe Detector says, I may have missed this, but what are you going to do when 1D&D comes out? Are you going to be using 5e, or will you make content from the new edition? Well, hopefully, they will be the same. They say that 1D&D is going to be backwards compatible with regards to most things. So hopefully, I'll be able to just... When I make a video, it'll work for both. But I will put up... It's not for like 2 years, remember? Like 1D&D comes out in 2024. So we'll probably cross that road when we get to it, and I will ask the community. I'll pay attention to what the analytics are saying, what people seem to be behaving. Let's see what we got on Wisdom Save. Nat 1. Oh no, it's an 11. Wait, it's a 7? God, my eyesight's bad. I will probably... Yeah, I'll probably let other people decide. But I'll do what you guys want, whatever you guys feel is best. But what I will do is I'll cover the 1D&D stuff as it comes out, because I think it's interesting. But we'll always, even when I make like 3 1D&D videos in a row, when it just comes out, I will instantly like follow up with, what's the word? Like, I'll instantly follow up with 5e content, right? Like, we're not going to stop making 5e content just because there's a 1D&D drop, so we talk about that for a week. The 5e content will always come back. Dmad says, I was wondering if you could take a look at a bit of homebrew character of mine. Absolutely, yeah. You can either, if you put it in the Discord, I'll pull it up now. Just make sure you put your stream name. Dimad, I guess. Put your stream name and put it in the homebrew chat on Discord. Oh, there it is, yeah. You need to give me access, Dmad. At the moment, that Google document is locked. But I will pull it up and we can go through it on live stream if you want. Yeah, they might change their minds on it being backwards compatible. I don't think they were lying or anything. I think they just... There's a limit to what you can do, right? If they want to make monks more powerful, they're going to have to change something. And you can't really make that backwards compatible. Like, you've either got to change it and make some feats and subclasses not very good anymore or not work, or you've got to keep everything the same, at which point, why make a new edition? Is there any UA content you're a big fan of, or especially despise? Yeah, let's talk about UA. I'm not really a big fan of any of the UA content Wizards puts out because it's usually bad. It's usually pretty badly, like it's usually got very obvious problems. Like, I feel like the UA content Wizards puts out is just not checked at all. Like, I did a video on the, like, giant options, and there was loads of cool ideas in there, but a lot of it was just like really badly balanced against itself. And you might say like, well, that's the point of the UA, right? They just throw anything at the wall and see what people say. But I don't think so, because everyone else who's making content, like people like Monkey DM, like me, like Jess Jackdaw did with the Heliana's Guide, anyone who's making content, like all these independent creators are making content that's way better, way more balanced, way more interesting than any of the UA stuff. And it's like, why are Wizards not making content as good as what the community are making with all the resources and all the money? I wish they did. Wyatt Free says, I wanted Kairos Feet Weaver from Warhammer. I don't actually play Warhammer or like Vermintide, so I don't know who that is. But we'll Google them. Let's see what they look like. Kairos Fate Weaver. Oh, they're like an angel kind of thing. Whoa, badass. Oh, it's like a bird. This feels like a Aarakocra kind of two-headed Aarakocra. Be pretty crazy. Damn, bro. Homebrew chat. Let's see if that's fixed. Okay. Cool. Let's bring this across. I think this is fine. It's a bit small, but can you all see that? We'll go through some homebrew for a bit. Ido Kaminsky says, "Why not use Bugbear as the race? If you're going all the way to level 20, a Bugbear might be pretty good, but I think the proficiency with the longsword is much better. Why the incognito though? I've got a load of I don't know why. I just think it's smart. Just in case I type something, it comes up with personal information. Okay, so here's this monk subclass. A better feeling elemental monk. So this is an upgrade on the Way of the Four Elements, right? So when you choose the tradition at 3rd level, you learn magical disciplines that harness the power of the 4 elements. A discipline requires you to spend key points each time you use it. Okay. You gain elemental attunement and learn 4 elemental disciplines of your choice. You learn 4 additional more at 6th, 11th, and 17th. So by the end, you learn 16? That's crazy. That's a lot for players to keep track of. Just in terms of feedback, I'd caution against giving players like 16 different things to track. But I mean, people track their spells, right? But like, that's a lot. Hey everybody, it looks like a lot of people just came through for some reason. Anyway, so some elemental disciplines allow you to cast spells. Yeah, spellcasting, blah, blah, blah. To choose one of these spells, use its casting time and other rules, but you don't need to provide material components. Okay, that's cool. Once you reach 5th level in this class, you can spend additional key points to increase the level of an elemental discipline spell that you cast, provided it has a higher level. That makes sense, so for each key point you spend. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Now we go away again. So far it looks like this is a spellcasting class that, a spellcasting monk, basically. Elemental attunement. Purple Heart says they're thinking of a new character, a reborn Aarakocra Beast Barbarian that uses the talons on his feet for his Ms. Beast claws. That sounds awesome, yeah. That'd be wicked. A reborn Aarakocra is extremely strong. Okay, this is a bit, like, not good, like, quality. That's my fault, though. Oh my god, I don't know if I can do this, unfortunately. I think the quality is just a bit too rough. This was a good idea. What I'm gonna have to do is, people who sent me homebrew, I will review it, but I'm gonna have to review it off stream. Can you send me a direct message with your homebrew? People who, I think it's just the 2 of you, because I just don't think this is gonna... I just think the quality's too low, people can't read it. I'm just gonna sorry about that. We can try and set up a review live stream one day, but maybe not right now. Dune Paladin says, so I used to contribute to the old Kobold Quarterly Mag, Kobold Press. Damn, that's big. Kobold Press are like the big dogs in the UA, I think. My magazine is not something you can submit content for, unfortunately. It's just me at the moment. I make it all personally. Which is a little crazy. It's about 50 pages a month. But it is what it is. I like it. I like making it, but it's kind of like it's not something that I'm in a position to sort of hire people in to make for right now. Although I don't know, maybe I should start looking into that at some point. I'll put out a call on YouTube down the line. If we ever get to that point, I'll put out a call on YouTube. So keep an eye open. This character we have on the screen is the Monk Busted. Oh yeah, for everyone who's new, remember if you go to dndshorts.com and put in the code BUSTED, if you go here, you put in the code BUSTED, you get 10% off everything. Until the end of this stream, and then it closes. Yeah, I might add like a fan section to the magazine where people can put in stuff. It's just a lot for me to check. And like make sure that it's all, and it's kind of weird, like there's a lot of stuff you need to know. Like a lot of people who make homebrew stuff, they don't realize that technically it's breaking the open gaming license or the system reference document. They don't need to worry about that. Like you don't need to worry about that if you're making stuff, that's fine. But because I'm publishing it, I would need to like check your check your work to make sure that it was like legal, and that just seems like a hell of a lot to organize. A couple of people are asking for a link to the Discord. If you want to submit a build, you can submit a link to the Discord, no problem. There's a homebrew chat. You can share that with the community there. I've just linked the Discord. YouTube keeps trying to get me to put in an ad. I'm not going to do it. Like, I feel like we just killed the stream. What are your thoughts on Fizban's Dragonborn Dragon Monk? 2 breaths in a single turn is nuts. Yeah, the Fizban's Dragon Monk is cool, and the Fizban's Dragonborn is way better than the standard Dragonborn. Definitely powerful. 2 breath attacks in a turn is awesome. I think Fizban's Dragonborn, if you're playing a Dragonborn, you kind of have to use Fizban's. It's so much better than the original. Which is actually kind of weak, because you'd think a Dragonborn would be awesome, but it's actually kind of weak. Alpha Kennybody says I'm gonna get a beanie and wear it every time I run a game inspired by you. Yeah, dude. Well, the beanies were my favorite bit, for sure. I've just realized that that's like, whatever. The beanies were my favorite thing. Like, I love the t-shirts. So these t-shirts are crazy comfortable, and they're literally 100% recycled. Like, there is nothing taken from the earth that went into making these. They're like, it's all recycled. The hoodies and the beanies, they're 50% recycled materials and 50% organic yarn. So being able to do the t-shirts like 100% was awesome, but you can't really do like a really high quality products like as thick as a hoodie and make it really warm without like using some new stuff. And the hoodie's amazing because it's really light and it's really warm. But I was like blown away by the beanies. The beanies were like, oh my god. They just replaced my regular beanies. Like, I was expecting them to be as good as my beanies because I have like merino wool, really warm, cozy ones that I paid a lot more for than the beanies cost. These beanies cost, but these are more comfortable and they're warmer and they're recycled. They're ethically made. So, the beanies was better. Yeah, Dragonborns are. I think Dragonborns are really popular for beginners because they sound cool. You know, I've got an idea. There's something I've wanted to do for a long time, chat. Do you guys want to watch the D&D TV show? Like, seriously. this cartoon, I saw the entire thing was on YouTube. And Alpha Kennybody, we don't have your size. We should have your size for the hoodie. They come in every size. They go from XXL to XXXX. No, XSS. They go from extra, extra small to extra, extra, extra large. But yeah. So seriously, do you want to do? Let me just put this poll. I've wanted to do this for ages. I've completely forgotten. I'm gonna have to rename the I'm gonna 2XL is the largest I've seen. I think we went up to 4XL, but okay, yeah, that's fine. If we don't, I'm sorry about that. We can try and do that down the line, and maybe next time we'll get more sizes. Will I get copyright struck? Yeah, maybe, but I really don't care. I really don't. My channel is not optimized at all. Like, a load of stuff gets copyright struck. My video about the new D&D trailer got copyright struck. But it's like, okay, it looks like yes is winning considerably. I'll let it get to like 200 votes, and then we'll see what it does. Is this from the 80s? I thought this was from the 70s. Okay, that's cool. This stuff, it's gonna be mental. Yeah, I've never seen it. I want to see it. I think it looks funny in like a trash way. Blaine Simple based. Blaine's the man. How do I? Is there a way of doing something? React. No, I can't. I can't react to your thing, Blaine. But yeah. But Blaine's the goat, you guys. Blaine hosted this just like massacre on his channel where I wrecked 2 noob D&D content creators called David Chappie and Crit Crab. It was embarrassing. Those guys got schooled, and I won this awesome mini. Nah, Blaine's the goat. Thanks for being here, man. And everyone who isn't seeing, let's just check out. We'll come back to this. Everyone who hasn't seen Blaine Simple. This is not what he looks like. He's a liar. He doesn't even have red hair in real life, but great channel.
This video was sponsored by the Deck of Many's new anime.
And yeah, some good stuff. This is the one where I wreck some noobs. But my favorite Blaine Simple video, this one was great. My favorite Blaine Simple video though is, where is it? Oh, come on. There's one that's just like every race, not like what your favorite race says about you. Where is it? That's like the first one I saw. This one, yeah, this is goated. This is so good. Definitely check out Blaine if you haven't seen. Cringe Detect says, ever think about cutting your beard off? Yeah, all the time. But I'd have to grow my hair again. I'd rather have a beard and be bald than have no beard and have hair. If you had to make a nursery rhyme to pick a... Okay, yeah, we're watching the TV show for sure. And if I had to pick a nursery rhyme to make a character around, what would it be? Humpty Dumpty would be pretty funny, I think. A good Humpty Dumpty video. D&D TV show. Here we go. We're doing this. Okay, let me know how the volume is, you guys. Dungeons and Dragons ride!
Wow, neat. Give me a break. I don't like this. What's happening? Where are we? Look out!
There she goes.
Fear not, Ranger. Barbarian, magician, thief, cavalier, and acrobat.
You can tell this is old. You can tell this is old because half of those aren't even real classes, right? Like Cavalier, Acrobat. Would you be a bit annoyed if you were the girl who got Acrobat? You're a wizard. You're a Cavalier. You're an Acrobat. It's like, oh, gee, thanks. I guess I can do somersaults. Just a little louder. Okay.
That was Venger, the force of evil. I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
I just gotta say, you know it's an 80s cartoon when, like, it feels like you're watching on fast forward, when you're watching at normal speed. It's like, it's so freaking fast. Like, they just throw stuff at you constantly. It's like mental. The pacing is just ridiculous. The Night of No Tomorrow. Oh, it's a Beholder, I think, in the background.
Keep going. From up here, we may be able to see which way to go to get home.
I gotta edit the stream title.
Wow! What a view! What a view!
What an echo! What an echo! What an echo!
Let me try. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sheila, can't you do something about your little brother?
He's not bothering anyone.
He's bothering me.
This guy's based as hell. He's already my favorite character. Can't you do something about your little brother? She just punts him off the cliff. Also, the matte paintings at the back of this are really nice.
I'm trying to think of a way to get us out of this freaky place and back home.
If there is a way home.
Don't worry. There is, and we'll find it. I hope.
Come on, Uni. You try.
I like the unicorn.
Look, there. It's Tiamat the dragon.
Man, she's back. I'm just gonna see if I can up the quality. Oh yeah, it goes to 720.
Who dares awaken me?
Oh wow, she talks.
Leave her to me. Bobby, don't. She's indestructible.
You little fool.
King Dragon, you learn not to mess with Bobby the Barbarian. Bobby will be crushed.
Not if he isn't there.
Whoa. Hey!
Quick, Sheila.
I know what to do. Hey, Tiamat!
Now, Bobby.
Oh, there you go. They beat her. That was a CR30 encounter, you guys. And y'all are like, oh, it's so difficult. You know, don't put me against Tiamat at level 1. Well, these guys did it, okay? So stop whining, okay? Your DM is not wrong to send you up against Tiamat at level 1. And that's how you do it. That's how you get it done. Okay? I'm sick of my players complaining. Oh, yo, Tiamat's too hard. Bullshit. Watch the show.
Bobby, you can't just go charging off like that. Aw, sis. I could have handled her.
Sheesh. I don't blame Venger for being scared
By the way, I didn't know Tiamat existed this early. There's like a lot of lore here, right?
of that dragon.
Nice maneuver, pupil.
Dungeon Master.
Where did you come from? Oh, someplace between there and here.
Listen, I've had it with your riddles. Now give us a straight answer.
For real, I think if XP to level 3 shaved the top part of his head and was also really small, I think he'd be like a bomb Dungeon Master cosplay. Like, he's got that vibe. I hope that's not insulting or anything. Like, but he's got that kind of wise guru kind of like vibe. I think he'd do it. I think he'd be hilarious. He should definitely do
For
that.
once, how do we get out of this world?
Patience, Cavalier. All things have a purpose, including your presence here. Tonight is the celebration in the village of Helix. You will journey to the north for it. There you may find something that will help you get back home. Helix was once at the mercy of flying dragons who attacked at night, but good magic drove them away. Now, on your way, you must fear only the many faces of evil, all known as Venger.
I don't know if you guys are seeing this. I just want to talk about the animation here. Like, they've got this static frame, and they're bringing stuff in, right? But they've decided clearly that it's too boring for children, so they're just shaking the frame. Like watch it. The frame is just randomly getting shaken around.
Act at night, but good magic drove them away. Now,
Can you guys see that?
On your way, you must fear only the many faces of evil, all known as Venger. You shall know his newest face by his white hair. Beware, young adventurers.
Wait, Dungeon Master, you can't just leave us.
Oh, he's gone. That unicorn's awesome, man. What's it called? Does anyone know what the unicorn's called?
I think it's neat. I'm worried.
Sheila, you're always worried. It's simple. The man said go north. We should go north.
Diana's right.
Damn, yeah, I like this girl as well. She gets stuff done. Shut up, Sheila, you little bitch. The guy said go north, we go north. Simples. This is the kind of player that you want in your squad. Someone who takes action. You don't want people who worry too much.
To a way home. We have to try.
We're just watching the 70s D&D show while I chill.
I'd trade anything for Dad's limousine right now.
I'd trade your dad's limousine for peanut butter
Um,
banana sandwich.
Graze, I know you say that this was drawn frame by hand, and it definitely was. But they in post, like they still like pan across. They don't like draw every single frame of a pan. They draw a bigger picture and they zoom in.
Leave it to me. I'll produce some magic burgers.
The last time you tried this, we wound up with
Run a
live
one-shot
turkey.
based on this plot.
Can
That would be
I help it if
hilarious.
My hat thought it was Thanksgiving. Abra, come here. Magic burgers up here.
Gee,
Damn, bro.
Presto, I kind of like my burgers a little more well done than that.
Very fun.
Let's keep walking. There's got to be something out here.
Nice cow.
According to this, we're somewhere near Merlin's castle.
Oh, right! Merlin the magician! He's supposed to be able to work miracles!
According to legend, Merlin can do anything.
Even get us home?
If Merlin can't, no one can. Huh? Merlin's castle that way, but that's the way we just came.
We couldn't have missed it. Not a whole castle.
Well, according to these signs, it should be right here. I don't get it.
I do. We forgot to look up.
Wow. He lives in a castle in the sky?
Damn, it was in the sky all along. You know what this feels like? This feels like when the dungeon master's like, there's a castle over that way, and the players go there, and the dungeon master kind of phases out for a second, and they're like, "Where's the castle?" And you're like, "Oh fuck, I was supposed to put a castle here," and you're like, "It's in the sky. Look up," and it's like, boom, and they're like, "Whoa, that's so smart," and you're like, "Yeah, I'm kind of the goat. No, for real."
Well, before
That was also Fine Steed. He looks like conjured animals there. That's a strong spell.
Hey, look! A ladder!
everyone, follow me.
Finally,
Rope
we're
trick,
gonna
kind
meet
of. That was a
real
bit like rope
wizard.
trick.
Face it, Uni. As a wizard, I'm no whiz.
Oh, can she climb?
Wait down there, Uni. I'll come back for you. I promise.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. In this fantasy show, that's the most unrealistic thing. If that was my dog, and I was like, "Don't worry, I'll be back in 5 minutes," she would go mental. This unicorn is like really well behaved.
Someplace just like this in the mountains. Wish I was there.
Sometimes we wish you were there too, Eric.
Remember what the dungeon master
I can't
said
believe
about
we have
Benji.
350 viewers while like I'm blatantly just kamikazing the stream
Hello? Can't
by
you
just
swim
watching
across
children's
the boat?
TV shows.
Maybe you'd like to try.
Oh, no thanks.
But at the
I've
same
never
time,
cared
I
much
like
for
it.
skydiving.
This looks like my department.
Oh, she made it.
I will say, just like watching this, like, I hope it's not annoying, I keep pausing it, but I just want to talk about it. For a show made in the 80s, this is actually a pretty good representation of what, what D&D is actually like. Like, seriously, like, they're doing skill checks, they're kind of questing, they're exploring, they're, like, solving riddles. This is really... I don't know, I'm impressed with that. I think that's kind of cool. Like, if someone was like, what's D&D like? And I think you could send them this show and you could say, it's kind of like this, and it's actually true. Which is a lot for, like, a show like this to actually live up to. Oh yeah, guys, don't worry. If we're breaking copyright, I'll just... The stream just gets demonetized. But I'm not running ads anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Hello? Is anyone here?
I am here. Tell me, Ranger, what brings you here?
You know me?
He's Merlin. He knows everyone.
Well, we're headed for the
Okay, plot twist. I bet the rabbit turns out to be Merlin.
town of Helix.
Look, he has white hair.
Would that I did, young lady. I am a great magician, but the one thing I cannot do is grow hair.
Sorry, Merlin. You were warned that an enemy of ours.
Just ask him about getting us home.
No need.
Oh,
I
man.
already know.
This episode's sponsored by Keeps, you guys. That feels like the kind of shit I would do in the middle of a video to transition to an ad. For real. That actually feels like the kind of shit I would use that. The one thing I can't do is grow hair. If anyone out there is worried about going bald or shaving their heads, really don't. I think it's great being, like, it's great having no hair, like, seriously. And I've never seen anyone in life, I mean this honestly, there is no one in existence who's ever looked better balding than they are bald. So if your hair's going, you can just shave it off and you'll look great. And I promise, it feels scary, but it isn't. You don't need to worry about it, yo.
You seek a way back to your birth world. Come. Many great spells have been cast in this hall.
Wow!
I cannot grant you the way back,
You can't? Oh, great.
but I can tell you where you are headed. Many years ago, the land of Helix fought back against one who would conquer them. The defeated conqueror vowed vengeance.
Dungeon Master told us this already. Bobby, shh.
Yes, but he did not tell you that one year Merlin appeared, cast a spell, and his good magic drove out evil. The dragons were gone forever.
Oh, brother.
And
I love this guy. He gives me Seto Kaiba vibes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Just constantly bitching and undercutting everything. And like a terrible player to have at the actual table, but as a character, that's hilarious.
every year, Helix celebrates the defeat of
We'll
the
probably finish this episode and then we'll stop for tonight. But I might watch this more because I'm enjoying this. Oh, thanks, Fury, to help subsidize ad revenue. Yeah, we're not getting ads on this, but don't worry about it. This isn't about earning money. This is about, hanging out. Basically, I had tonight planned out to record content on 1D&D, but the 1D&D hasn't dropped. I don't know where it is, so we're chilling instead.
winged terror.
Thank you, though. That's really
Hey,
nice of you.
Great story there, but I didn't come to listen to fairy tales. Now, if you're not going to help us get home, I'm leaving. On second thought,
Damn, there she is.
Tiamat. Back for seconds, eh, Dragon? Bobby! You don't scare me.
This time you'll not escape me.
That's an interesting voice. This time. It's like they're breathing in. This time you'll not escape me. I think that's kind of cool. There's like a villain voice. If you want like a monstrous sound, you could totally do that. Like the... Yeah, quick, split the party. Yeah.
Now that's magic.
Quickly, we must leave.
I'll keep her busy. Get going.
This guy's good. This ranger, the ranger guy's like legit the strongest party member, it seems. Every time he does stuff, like, stuff happens. Whoa! That was smooth animation for, like, the 80s as well.
We're trapped. There's no way out.
What about down there?
The dungeon. No escape.
Everyone help me.
Yeah, I don't know the names of the characters yet, but the blonde guy and the ranger, it seems to be just very capable. Tank Talk, yeah, if you've super chatted, I will review your homebrew. It's like, I should say this to y'all, if you've got homebrew you want reviewing, I do it monthly on Patreon. So you can join the Patreon, and I literally have like a segment where I do that, I review it, and I give you feedback, and it's good as well. But yeah, just pop it on Discord. Make sure you say, I super chatted, Tank Talk, here's my homebrew, and I'll give you some feedback on it. But you've got make sure you tag me, make sure you tell me you super chatted, and make sure you use your real name. But thank you for the $10 as well.
Carpet? Whatever you say.
Perfect.
I did it! Hey, Dragon Breath! You looking for somebody?
Oh, nice. They're gonna get... Yeah, they're gonna...
Now that's what I call teamwork!
Let's get out of here.
Oh, Merlin, here's your rabbit.
Thank you, my child. But it's not a rabbit, it's a hare. A white hare. You saved an old magician's life.
Saved your life? I thought you were supposed to live forever.
No. I'm 70 years young, my lad. The age where I begin searching for one to teach my secrets to. One like this one.
That one?
Me? Indeed. I saw your wizardry and was quite impressed. I can teach you all my magic, but only if you stay here for the rest of your life.
Gee. Listen, if Merlin's not gonna help us get home, I say we shove off to that Helix place, huh?
Eric, we have to wait for Presto.
He's
You don't
called
think
Eric,
Presto
and I
would
like him.
Stay with Merlin, do you?
No
I love a
way.
bad boy,
Presto
you
would
know.
never leave us.
Farewell. Your friend has decided to stay and become my apprentice.
He's going to stay?
Forever? Presto, are you sure?
I'm sure.
I can't believe it.
It's our fault, you know. Always making fun of him when his magic tricks backfired.
Assistant, I need you. Later, we shall have to deal with the dragon you locked in my dungeon.
Deal with the dragon? How?
The answers to all questions are contained in this book. Stir the cauldron until I return.
Yeah, sure. Answer to all questions.
This is why I'm a YouTuber, because I'm like this guy. If my boss was like, stir the cauldron until blah blah blah, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna read the book. Ooh, okay. Joey Stewart says $10. Thanks so much. Won't let me send a link, so here's my Don Quixote build. Oath of Glory Paladin, Mobile and Charger to charge valiantly into battle, and Dex Resilience for better saves. That's awesome. I've never read Don Quixote, but I've heard it's the greatest book of the Western canon, so I need to read it. I know he fights the windmills. That sounds like a great build.
It's gotta be
Very flavorful.
a spell to get us all home. This is it. Let's see. Boiled bat's claws, powdered insect wings, petrified spider eyeballs. Yuck.
I could not be a wizard because I'm a vegetarian. It's always animal ingredients, man. You can never get some like good. Oh damn.
Oh no! This won't get us home. Merlin, help!
Maiden Barbarian. I'll do a Maiden Barbarian next time if you want.
Merlin, where are you? Merlin, I didn't mean to do it. I'm really sorry.
So, you were trying spell that would get you and your friends back home, correct?
Yes, and I'm sorry, but the dragons.
Ah, yes, the dragons. I switched the spells. Only good magic could undo Merlin's spell and release the dragons. So I had to trick you into undoing Merlin's spell.
But you're Merlin, aren't you?
Merlin hasn't lived for 1,000 years. Fool! You know me as Venger.
I did not see that coming. Like, seriously.
Use the magic of your hat to add to my power as my winged terrors destroy the town.
Genuinely, that got me, you guys. I was like,
Anniversary of the last time the
Damn.
dragons attacked is now our greatest holiday.
We were sent here to find a clue to help us get home.
In the meantime, though, your friends seem to be enjoying our celebration.
oh, I thought they would. I genuinely, I don't know why, but when I just saw the like halflings throwing the rocks, I thought they were like stoning the kids.
And in the future, I see. Oh no, no!
What is it?
The dragons! The dragons are coming back!
I still don't know why we were sent here, Mayor, but at least we got to meet Merlin on the way.
How could you? Merlin died 1,000 years ago, soon after casting a spell that vanquished Venger's flying dragons.
Merlin died? But we met him, and he said he was only 70.
Mayor!
Yeah, I called this show trash, and I'm like watching. I'm forgetting that I'm even streaming. I'm just like,
Lord, take shelter!
I'm just watching it.
Help.
I don't think that guy we met was Merlin.
But he looked like Merlin, standing there stroking his white rabbit.
Not his rabbit, his hair.
His white hair! Dungeon Master said we'd know Venger by his white hair. We thought he meant hair, like on his head.
Then Presto is alone with Venger.
We've got to save him.
And find out
Oh,
how to stop
can you all
these
see my dog?
dragons. Let's find Bobby and Eric.
Maybe. Oh man, I think the stream went, y'all.
Clear the town square! Evacuate the village! Hurry!
Mayor, I think I know how to stop the dragons, but we'll need horses.
In the stables! That way!
Okay, I think my stream thing is yeah, okay, yeah. So my stream view is busted, but you guys can still see it, so that's fine. Yeah, there she is.
They gathered for another attack! This is not the worst of it. The legend says the final assault will come soon, and our town will be completely destroyed.
Venger must have reversed Merlin's spell.
The one that kept the dragons away.
Right, and we've got to put that spell back.
Look at that hole in the cat.
Thanks, y'all. Sorry, I genuinely thought it busted, but apparently I think it's just my stream viewer broke.
Really blew it. Some wizard.
Presto!
Hank! Am I glad to see you? Merlin's not Merlin. He's Venger. He stole my hat and all my powers. Worse, he tricked me into undoing Merlin's spell.
The town of Helix is being destroyed right now. You've got to cast Merlin's spell again.
Me? I'm no Merlin.
And you will not cast another spell tonight. I have the wizard's hat. Hand over the rest of your objects of power.
Damn, he doesn't mess around.
Venger.
You have no choice.
Bobby, use your club.
Whatever you say, Hank. Hey, I got him.
That won't hold him long. Let's go.
That won't hold him long. It's just some bugs. He's like the incarnation of evil.
We've got to put out these torches.
Let me give it a try.
Yeah, that's dope. Like for real, this is how D&D should be with like the martial characters doing stuff like that.
Wait, I know where Merlin's spell book is.
Presto and I will make a run for it while
There.
you four try and keep him busy.
I guess this is a watch party now, yeah.
Telling jokes?
Eric, Diana, I've got an idea.
This had better be one terrific idea.
I don't know if I could do this, Hank. I mess up every magic trick I try.
You can do it, Presto. We've got to stop the dragons before they destroy Helix.
This game is ended. It is time I eliminated you once and for all.
Remember the one thing that Venger's afraid of? Tiamat the dragon!
Tiamat the dragon? You're gonna let the dragon loose? Don't we have enough problems?
Eric, stop talking and start helping.
I don't believe this.
I will add your magic to mine, and then destroy you and your meddlesome friends.
And those meddling kids.
Stay away from me, dragon!
Let's get out of here.
You have won for now, but I shall win in the end.
Tiamat's awesome. Did they really make her seem powerful and cool?
Presto, hurry.
Patreon
Still
movie
time to
nights,
save
yeah,
Helix,
maybe.
But not much.
Okay, here goes nothing. In the name of Merlin, in the time of sorrow, banish winged demons. Let there be tomorrow.
Oh, that's the name of the show. Oh no, it's not. It's the night of No Tomorrow. Well, you know, never mind.
But the dragons are disappearing. You did it, Presto.
I did? Yeah, I did. I only stayed with Merlin because I thought I could find a way to get us home.
We understand, Presto.
Look, the ladder's disappearing.
That's not all.
Merlin's whole castle is floating away.
Now I'll never get my magic hat back. I wouldn't say that. Lose this, wizard? My hat.
He's lying
Hey,
awfully
everybody,
seductively.
I'm back in the magic business.
You know, he had the whole.
Great.
Oh really?
Listen, Dungeon Master.
I
while
wouldn't
you're
say you'd
returning,
never get the
how
hat
about
back.
returning us to- He did it again.
I'll never be that good a magician.
Well, I know a place where they think you're as good as Merlin himself.
Yeah, Helix. That's right, Presto. In Helix, you're a hero.
I am? Then let's go. Climb aboard, Eric.
Are you kidding? I don't ride with anyone else. I want a steed of my own.
Presto, would you produce something for Eric to ride on?
Sure.
Oh, we're gonna get the cow again? Nice.
What? I'm not riding on any cow. No way. I don't ride anything that gives milk. Hey, come back here.
That's such a lifestyle choice. I don't ride anything that gives milk, I think is a good
Who
motto.
asked you?
Aw. That was so much better than I thought it was. Genuinely. That was so much better. Yeah, I might watch this some more on stream. I mean, we got 300 viewers. Like, people are into it, right? Kind of. Not nearly as much as, like, regular content, because the views, like, halved when we put it on. But, thanks for hanging out. That was fun. Wait, I gotta do the thing, you guys. dndshorts.com. Come here and get 10% off anything you want to buy within the next, like, I'll leave it on for, like, 15 more minutes. Otherwise, you know, it'll just go back to full price. But this stuff stops being sold on Monday. So if you want to get some, you got to get it before Monday. But at the very least, you can get the free things, the Dragon Rider, the School of Hard Knocks. And this was fun. I want to do more stuff where I just chill. I don't want to get, like, too... The problem with the channel is that it got very big very quickly. So I sometimes feel like I'm under obligation to always make, like, massive videos. Where we never got to be, like, a cult indie channel. We just jumped from being not existing to being big. And I want to do more stuff which is just, like, hanging out with friends. But anyway, have a great night, everyone. And go buy stuff. Use the discount code BUSTED at checkout for 10% off for the next 15 minutes. And then it's gone. And yeah, see y'all very soon. I'll jump off in a bit. Wait a second. You guys are delayed, so I just need to give it 5 minutes. Off for the next 15 minutes, and then it's gone. And yeah, see y'all very soon. I'll jump off in a bit.